What's up, everybody? I'm Artagan.
I'm Casper.
And this is our video. We don't know necessarily what it is, but we hope you enjoy it.
It's a thing.
It is a thing. Every day we'll be posting videos. Sometimes it'll be Reddit stories. Sometimes we'll do Amazon unboxings.
Amazon reviews.
Amazon reviews, because we freaking love Amazon, man. Like, couldn't get enough of it. Yeah, we do lots. So
Outdoor adventures.
outdoor adventures.
That's coming.
We
Coming
will be,
soon.
yeah, as soon as the snow is fully gone, we will be hitting the cemeteries hard, bros. And we'll most likely be doing some abandoned house exploring, because where we live, there's a ton of abandoned houses, so
Everything abandoned.
everything's abandoned. Nobody wants to live here.
No.
It's a shithole.
We don't even want to.
We don't even want to live here. Do you guys want us? We'll go wherever you guys are.
Adopt me.
Adopt us. Adopt us.
Yeah, adopt us.
We're a package.
Sorry.
We're a package. We're a package. Anyways, this content is not for children.
100% adults only, not for kids.
Just
If
gotta
you
get that
are
out
watching
there.
this video and you are a child, you're in trouble.
Yeah, we're telling your parents.
I'm calling them right now.
We know them. We're calling
I
them,
know
and then we're
everyone.
calling Santa right after.
Yeah.
So skip the video if you
Rat
are
everyone.
underage, under the age of, like, I don't know, 17,
25.
25, 67. You can't watch our videos
Videos are
if
for
you're
the elderly.
younger. if you're younger than 67, you can't watch us. You just can't. You're not allowed.
If you're a parent and you're listening from the other room, it's time to come shut the video off. Your kid is watching stuff that they should not be watching.
It's the equivalent to corn
Yeah.
without any corn.
It's like MXS satellite corn.
It's that stuff you see. It's
the
that stuff you
bad
see
stuff.
in the middle of the night.
It's the bad stuff.
The worst of the stuff. All right. Without further ado, we have each scoured the internet. We have found 3 stories each that we thought that you guys would
Handpicked.
like. Hand-picked and sealed and delivered to you guys, for you guys. We hope you enjoy it. Without further ado, let's get into it. Am I the asshole for prohibiting my fiance from attending homosexual Tuesdays? You may be wondering what that is.
I'm absolutely wondering what that is.
I was floored by this story, man. I
I've
was
never heard of
floored.
homosexual Tuesdays.
I have never
And
heard of
I'm
homosexual
pretty
Tuesdays.
gay.
I'm pansexual. I don't
I'm a little
know. She's a little gay. We're yeah. Anyways, let's find out what this homosexual
Are
Tuesday
homosexual
is.
Tuesdays going on without me?
Without us?
No one's inviting us to homosexual Tuesdays.
Don't we technically have homosexuals every days? Because we're like together every day.
Yeah.
Like every day is homosexual Tuesday.
It's not homosexual when it's with the bros.
It's not homosexual when it's with the bros. Remember that. It's okay to be with your bros. Female 26, have been with my partner David, male 27, for 3 years. We got engaged a few weeks ago, which was deeply exciting, but we recently had an argument about what that meant for our future, and I need some advice. We could probably give her some advice.
I'm so good with advice.
So good with advice. David has a group of guy friends from college that he still hangs out with. I support this. I don't try to keep him from having a life outside of me. But a few months into dating, he told me about this tradition they had. Back in their 2nd year of college, they were all single at the same time. The ringleader of the group, Burton, what a fucking name.
Burton, I'm telling you, anyone named Burton is going to homosexual Tuesdays.
Right? They sound like
Yeah.
a homosexual Tuesday kind of guy.
Yeah.
I dig it, Burton. He's 27, by the way, and he is a he. Had the idea for homosexual Tuesdays, a day where they could take out their loneliness and horniness together, and it wouldn't count. Apparently,
like
it
a
was
free pass. This is a hall pass.
yeah,
type
it's kind of like a hall pass, but with your bros.
Oh,
With your
girl
bros.
pass.
It's a bro pass. They created this tradition where, like, they would get together and But they're lonely. Anyways, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. And it wouldn't count. Apparently, it was such a hit that they stuck with it, even as some of the boys started dating women again. Well, when David told me about homosexual Tuesdays, I was skeptical. I would be too. I'd
Did
be
they
like,
call it Homosexual Tuesdays,
yeah.
or is this like something that
that she came
has?
up with. I think it's something that they came up with.
Because that's pretty, like, you're labeling it Homosexual Tuesdays.
It's being labeled as a homosexual. Yeah. I was skeptical, but being young and in love, I figured it was better to have him 6 days a week than 0. I also didn't want to be the only girlfriend in the group who put their foot down, so for the past 2.5 years, I've let him partake without any complaints or questioning.
And that's just
It's not finished. I was just waiting to see
I thought
if you
she
had.
was leaving it at that.
Nope. There's more. It's just the laptops.
I just want to throw out there right away that I would not be playing this.
Back to the present, when David proposed to me, I was thrilled, and I said yes, but on the condition that David stopped attending Homosexual Tuesdays. I calmly explained that if we were engaged, we had to solely give our bodies to each other. He seemed very disappointed, but accepted my condition. Or so I thought. The last few days, David has been very antsy around me, and he finally lashed out last night, calling me a dictator, for keeping him from his friends. Speaking of which, his friends and their partners have been blowing up my phone, calling me a homophobic bigot. Some of these men are married now themselves, and their wives are mad at me for being uncomfortable with these extracurriculars. I am at a complete and total loss. I want David to be happy, and I can tell his mistake. Every Tuesday since we've been engaged, he's gone out alone for drinks at our local bar to drown his sorrows. But I truly don't know if I can marry David if he continues with Homosexual Tuesdays. What about me when we have kids? I can't even imagine.
He has been continuing Homosexual Tuesdays. Going out to drink alone every Tuesday?
I don't think.
I'm not buying it. I'm pressing X for doubt.
And then so she says, so Reddit, am I the asshole? You know what, though?
She's kind of the asshole.
She kind of is the asshole.
Because she accepted this in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. If you weren't going to accept it your entire life together, why would you accept it in the beginning?
Part of being in a relationship is setting clear boundaries. And the boundaries for every relationship can be different, but they're boundaries. And she's been like, this is not a boundary for me. But all of a sudden it is a boundary for me.
And now that we're engaged,
so
like, no, you have to be... They're just dudes,
it's a dick move. No pun intended.
Full pun intended.
To be fair, she's letting him do this.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden although I think it's wildly out of pocket for the girlfriends to be blowing up her phone mad at her. Because you can change boundaries in your relationship. I'm not saying you can't change the boundaries. But
it's between him and his dude friends, and the girlfriends shouldn't really be involved. However, I can understand where some of them are coming from. You know
I get mad when my dude talks to the girl at the Ultramark for 10 minutes, right? So I'm really not, like, this is not anything that's in my scope of dealing with.
But if you have to picture it, like, we joke all the time that our husbands are doing Homosexual Tuesdays. They work together
every day,
and they do Homosexual Tuesdays every day.
Every day is Tuesday to them.
Every day. But
it's a joke.
It is a joke. They don't actually do anything. They don't do anything.
Sorry, babe.
They'll probably never watch these videos. They hate us so much.
They don't need more.
They don't need
They
more
have
of the
enough.
drama. Yeah, they have to
They
deal
have
with us
they,
on a regular basis.
They don't want more.
But if our men were like, you know, we went to college together, if they did, and they wanted to partake in this with their dudes, and it was a thing before we came along,
I'd still be like, hell no.
and then, like, I don't know, but they're not with other women.
My dude had female friends when we got together, and I shut that down quick.
Mine never had, mine doesn't have any friends.
Quick. But to be fair, they were all just in a line, you know? They were just waiting. They were vulturing around. You know these girls.
Pants.
They're not real friends. It happens with females who have men friends too.
Oh yeah.
They're just being friends because they have ulterior motives.
I think that's why that person blocked me when I was like talking to them about it, because they thought that I was my husband talking to them, and they're like, "Oh, well, why? What do you miss? Like, why are you missing me?" And then when I said, "No, this is me. Like, this is our tag,"
I didn't catch on to that. But
like,
they did say that. What made you be thinking about me?
Bitch, please.
Yeah, no.
Bitch, please.
Yeah, no.
But
so this whole thing to me is like a yeah, no.
What do you guys think? We would
They're
love
both
to
the
know.
asshole.
We would love to. Everybody's the asshole here. We'd love to know what you guys think, though. So
Drop
put it down in the comments.
We'll respond to all the comments.
We will.
Even if you just want to comment about how much you hate us and how
Feel free
stupid
to.
our videos
We
are.
also hate us.
I will address that directly.
We also hate our videos.
I hate this video already.
We almost puked before we started this video. We're content creators. We're trying this, okay?
Criticism.
So we are open to criticism.
Yes.
Whatever you guys have to say.
All types of criticism.
All the criticism.
I can handle anything.
All of it. We can handle all of it.
Okay, our next story is something I found while doom scrolling, and I'm just going to say right off, it's an absolute nightmare. If you're a parent, this is
your worst nightmare.
This is your worst nightmare.
Worst.
Okay, so 7-year-old daughter walked in on us in an extremely compromising position. Well, it happened. My wife and I have no door on our bedroom.
Why? Can we just talk about that first? My wife and I don't have no door on our bedroom.
I want to throw in right now that I have no working door on my bedroom.
I forgot about that.
And I have a 7-year-old daughter.
I also have a 7-year-old daughter, and she thinks...
And this is my worst nightmare.
My monkey, that's what we'll call her, because I ain't giving you guys any names. We'll call mine Monkey. We'll call hers Muffin. So we got Monkey and Muffin. Remember that. So Monkey, one night, said that she heard us fighting in the middle of the night. Fighting. And I tried to think as hard as I could about were we fighting? And then it dawned on me. No, we were not fighting at all. And you know what? She told that to our therapist. She told her therapist that she heard us fighting one night. And I literally had to come out and say, nope, we weren't fighting. And she said, yeah, you were. And I was like, no, Monkey, we were not fighting. It was something else. And then she was like, no, it was fighting. But the therapist knew. The therapist knew.
Muffin walked in on us a little while ago. I know. It wasn't that bad. It was fully dark. We were completely under the blankets, and she fully walked up on us. I did not hear her until she's standing beside me, and she goes, what are you doing? And we froze. And I'm like so quick, right? I'm like, we're whispering. We're whispering, right? And she's like, about what? And I'm like, about your birthday present.
Because her birthday's coming up. That was smooth.
Right?
Smooth.
I think on my toes. Right?
Take a lesson, guys. Get your notebook.
And she accepted that, and she never mentioned it again. And I really think that I smoothed it over. But it was horrifying. I was horrified. Like, we did not continue.
Monkey walked in on me and somebody else once. It was
done.
She just walked in, and she was like, and then closed the door. It was traumatizing. It was when I was with the guy who still has my Christmas decorations. Ah!
If you have your ex's Christmas decorations,
Give it back.
give them back.
Give them back.
Just give them back.
Just
Don't
why
make
do you
it
even
hard.
why
Just
do you
give
need
them
them?
back.
Just give them back.
They're Christmas decorations.
It's fucking Christmas decorations.
Anyway, okay, this is worse than what we're talking about.
Worse. All right, we'll continue the story.
We have no door in our bedroom. Consequences of an old, awkward house with insufficient actual bedrooms.
Your house.
We sleep. Yeah, that's my house. We sleep on a separate floor from the kids. We do have gates in between the kids' rooms and ours. My wife, and I feel like this is where they made the mistake. My wife explicitly told our 7-year-old daughter, tonight, Mom and Dad want some privacy tonight.
Never tell your kids you want privacy.
We're going to be smooching.
Ew. Why would you tell your...
I would never.
I couldn't.
Because you make the
I don't know what
curiosity,
you guys
right?
think about that, but like, you do. If you say, hey,
engaged.
give us some privacy because we're
You're
going to
never getting privacy.
we're going to be doing something. Like, my kid still walks into the bathroom while I'm using the bathroom.
Yeah.
And it's like, hi, how you doing?
Yeah, and she's like, my villagers on Minecraft can't get in their house.
Or, Mom, my knee hurts.
Yeah.
Like, Netflix is making me feel really unsafe right now. Oh, do you get many deer in this area? Oh.
Please don't come downstairs unless it's an emergency.
There's your second friggin' don't.
Right?
You already.
They're
fucked
gonna
up.
make that emergency.
You're the asshole.
Yeah. At least half an hour after she'd gone to bed, after my wife had peeked in and assumed she was asleep, we were both getting tipsy and getting down. We did not hear any gates open, apparently being sneaky. She jogged down the stairs and then stood right in the entryway staring at us. She does not know what sex is.
Could you imagine your child just coming in and you're just there and like they're just...
It's about to get significantly worse. Missionary in the dark, under the covers, maybe I could have explained that away somehow. But readers, we were 69ing.
Readers and listeners, because we took this stranger's post and gave it to the world. 69. Oh! I just clued into what she said. Did you guys hear that?
We were 69ing.
They were doing this. Full on. Full it.
We spent the next 5 minutes. Oh, sorry. I regret that our instinctual reaction was to yell, "What the fuck?" and get out at her. We spent the next 5 minutes mortified, getting dressed, asking whether either of us had any idea what to do about this, and Googling for some answers. We ultimately went up there, knocked on her door, asked if we could come in. She didn't answer. She had her head turned away from us and was ignoring us. We opened up with apologizing for yelling at her and using language, telling her she didn't deserve that. We told her what she saw was something private that consenting adults can do because it feels good and that it's part of that special hug where babies come from. And I feel like they're making so many mistakes. So many mistakes.
Pulls out phone. What do I do if my child caught us 69ing?
And it's not a secret, but it's private. And if she has any questions now or at any time, we'll answer. But out of respect for our feelings and privacy of the act, please don't mention this to anyone else. That's the final mistake. Making it like a...
Yeah,
sort of a... Because you're setting your child up for someone else maybe showing them something sexual.
That too.
And then them
because
being
then
like...
they're curious about it and
but
they're
then
like...
them being like, don't tell anyone else. And then their kid's going to be like, oh, I remember when my parents
and
told me not to tell
create
anyone
a
else.
snowball.
That's
I feel
a
like it
huge
created
mistake.
a snowball.
Anyway, we all need therapy now, I guess.
I am not willing to provide that therapy. I am not a therapist at all, but I would not be I wouldn't even know where to start. Where do you start with that?
I'd start with saying y'all done fucked up.
Like, you
Bad.
fucked up.
This was a train wreck.
Bad.
Right
Like,
from beginning to end.
if you
Absolute train
know,
wreck.
if you know that your house is a bit compromised when it comes to privacy,
You have to make sure.
you have to ensure that there's going to be zero issues when it comes to you and your children. I don't believe that a child should learn about sex or anything like that until they've at least hit puberty. Do you know what I mean?
My little girl has no idea what penises are.
I have, mine
She
does.
thinks everyone has vaginas.
She does, and it's hilarious.
And we don't know how to
So
explain
funny.
it to her.
Mine
So,
knows all about that. Mine's all aware about the vajays and the dongs. She's also quite aware about death and when things are like that. But I've always had a rule. You're not allowed to swear until you grow some hair. And when it comes to how our baby's made and all of that, come to me when you hit puberty. Like, when you start growing hair, when you go through all of that, I will more than willing to sit down and talk to you about it. But she's always known about vaginas and penises because she has brothers. So, like, and they're around the same age. Her kids
Yeah.
aren't around the same
no,
age.
her,
There's
her
mega
brothers
gaps.
are old, significantly older.
Significantly
So
older.
She has no idea.
So, you know what I mean? But my daughter has a brother who's close to her age, and, you know, she's seen boys pee by accident before, and it was a whole thing. We had to explain it to her. But it's better to explain it to them when they're younger, because then if it does ever happen and they come to you and they're like, somebody showed me their private spot, and it's like, okay, what was it? And if they say, like, it was a vagina, but they don't, you know what I mean? Or if she's unaware of the fact that there are penises, and then she's like, like, I can picture that. Oops.
I just
Everybody,
literally choked on the fact that might happen one day.
it's
I'm
going to
scared.
happen. We may need to teach this child about wieners.
But not today.
But definitely not
And
today.
not like this.
And not like this. Never like this. Never. Anyway, we all need therapy now, I guess. That was like my favorite part.
Yeah, just at the end, he's like trying to make light of it. Like, it's okay though, right?
Well,
No, man.
Shit.
It's so not okay.
it's not okay.
so not.
It's not. All right. I got one that some people may be able to relate to, because
Is it me?
Definitely not.
Oh,
I would hope not.
okay. Now I feel like it's not me.
Excuse
I'm-
me. I just bopped.
I'm taking a back step from that.
No, this definitely wouldn't be you. But I have seen a lot of, Facebook videos, TikToks, where this sort of thing kind of happens, and it's like, why would you open yourself up for that anyways? But then again, why would this situation even happen anyways? Why
I'm
would
really good
either
at not opening myself up.
why would
for
either people
things.
want to be involved in this? So, the story. I like how this person wrote this, by the way. They put, am I AITAH. Grammar.
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Are you? You probably.
I am.
No, you're not. I don't think this person is the asshole. I don't. But I think that she should have seen the signs. I, 30 female, have been married to my husband, Mark, 32 male, for 5 years. We've had our ups and downs, but overall, I don't know why I'm doing that with my hand. It's like I'm writing the story. Overall, I thought we had a solid relationship. Recently, my mother, 55 female,
Oh, hell no.
I would hope your mother's a female, moved in with us temporarily due to some financial issues. At first, I was fine and I was happy to help her out. I, however, started noticing strange things. Mark would often stay up late watching movies with my mom, and they seemed to share a lot of inside jokes. I brushed it off as them just bonding, but something didn't seem to stick. Something didn't sit well with me, right with me. One night, I came home early from work and found them in a compromising position on the couch.
Throwback.
Throwback. I was devastated. Wouldn't
I'd
you be?
pissed.
I confronted them both, and my mom tried to downplay it, saying it was just a moment that got out of hand. Mark, on the other hand, admitted that he had developed feelings for her and that it had been going on for a while. I was heartbroken and felt betrayed by both of them. I kicked my mom out and told Mark I need space to think. Now Mark is begging for forgiveness, saying it was a mistake and that he loves me. My mom is trying to justify her actions by saying she was lonely and that it was just a weird phase. Just a weird phase. And I'm torn between wanting to salvage my marriage and feeling like I could never trust either of them again.
Bro, throw that marriage in the trash.
So am I the asshole for kicking my mom out?
For
And
kicking her mom out.
Right, and considering leaving my husband, or should I have handled it differently?
She's being the asshole to herself for
She
not
is.
immediately cutting them both off.
There's also an update. We love updates. But let's discuss the chunk of it first.
I'd be flying in there, hands and feet first.
Mom,
Hands
if you're
and
watching
feet first.
this, I would scissor kick the back of your neck.
Yeah.
I would come
There'd
at
be
you
no,
like a spider monkey,
please
bro.
move out.
There wouldn't be like,
I need
I
space
need space. No,
I need space to swing this knife at you.
I will murder you both.
Yeah.
I will get rid of your bodies.
It's
You
done.
will never be found,
It's done.
and I will be a widow.
But really, I would be like,
Realistically, though,
have each other.
I would too. I'd be like, you know what?
Like, I'm done.
Go for it. Go for it. If you two want each other, enjoy,
without
man.
me.
Without me, I ain't gonna be in that weird shit.
I'm scared for this update because I feel like she's so gonna be back with him.
It really seems like she wants to salvage it, but if he's willing to do that with her mom,
you're willing to do it.
You're willing to do it with anybody. I caught feelings. Oh, it was just a phase. What phase? You're 50 fucking 5 years old. I swear, if my mom ever.
If this were to happen, like, my mom is not even entering my property. Let's be clear on that.
Never.
However, the right thing to do, say I'm the man, right? I'm the dude, and my hot mom, my hot mother-in-law moves in, and we start getting tight. The right thing to do is explain that to your significant other immediately.
The right thing to do.
Just sit down and be like, "Look, I'm having feelings. I don't know how to go forwards with this."
Just build a spank bank in your brain and jerk it off to her. I don't know what to tell you.
That's another option.
Honestly, don't put yourself in compromising positions with your mother-in-law.
No, because once you're doing that, you have made so many choices before that happened.
So many.
You've chosen that you're going to continue thinking about it. You like it. It's okay to do. I'm going to risk my marriage, and I'm going to stick it in. Like, you don't just go from like nothing to like sticking it in. Like, there's a whole process that you have to go through, and communication with your significant other should be at the beginning before anything else, not at this end.
Yeah, you don't communicate after you're married and have kids and have a whole entire life.
No.
Like, if you start catching feelings for anybody and you are in a relationship,
just talk about it.
Be open. Even if you lose that person, at least you were open and you can hold yourself to that. You can feel good that you did the right thing by leaving instead of compromising your whole relationship. And that didn't even just compromise his relationship with his wife. It compromised her relationship with her
That's
mother,
another facet of it, yes.
who was doing a nice thing.
That's a whole other thing. Like, I have kids and I would never I would like. I'm
I
not
could never.
eating their pizza pops out of the freezer without.
Yeah,
asking.
we don't even touch their
Like,
food.
Yeah,
We buy them food and it stays their
I'm
food.
certainly not gonna have sex with their married partner.
That's so gross.
It's a huge breach of trust.
Huge.
Conceivably even worse than the breakup of the marriage.
Yeah, a bit.
Because if you love your mom enough to like move her in, take care of her, she going through a rough time,
And then she has that little respect for you that she's gonna go and do that. Like, nope. So, update. So, I know this is a quick update, but I just had to put this out there. So, I've seen some comments saying it's not real and questioning why I'm even considering leaving him.
Questioning why I'm even considering leaving him.
Excuse you? Honestly, that really gets to me.
I swear, it's that woman from the first story who accepted Gay Tuesdays who's like, why are you even going to leave him over this? It's not that bad.
Yeah, same
Just
woman.
Let him fuck your mom on Tuesdays.
Right? Just let
it's a tradition.
Let them have mother-son Tuesdays. Okay. No. Arnarclear.
That's what I'm saying. If I ever walk in on my husband banging my mom before I start kicking their asses, I'm going to be like, Arnar. Just so I can laugh about it later. A little spice to that story.
This is so wild. So there's comments saying it's not real and questioning why I'm even considering leaving him. Honestly, that really gets to me. It's not easy for me to just walk away for someone I've been so close to, especially with my attachment issues. Ooh, there it is. I am a very religious person, and divorce isn't something I take lightly.
Here's like another some thing others religion might. Is fucking up.
Marriages.
Thanks.
Life. Can't leave because your husband fucked your mom.
Marriage is a sacred vow.
Sorry. Found in a compromising position. We don't even know if it was sex, guys. We don't.
Oh,
she just said compromising position. That could be anything.
I think she means
something
sexual.
I think he was inside her butt.
Maybe that's what the allure of mom is.
But
she does anal. But the real question is, does she eat ass?
The real question is, does she eat ass? I believe in the sanctity of marriage.
Oh, God.
And it's hard for me to think about ending it.
That gives me the ick. The sanctity of marriage.
Right?
It's like anyone says that, I'm like, oh.
I feel like her voice is like, but at the same time, I have to think about my own well-being.
Oh yeah,
I really appreciate all the support from those who understand what I'm going through. It means a lot to have people. It means a lot to have people who get it. I will be updating more if anything further happens.
Nothing further.
Just so you know, I have not found an update. That was the update. The update was, why are you guys telling me I'm even considering leaving?
She's back with him. That was a shit
She's back with him. And she's probably in bed with her mom and him. It's probably a thing.
2025, bros.
Like, and then there's some comments saying that she's not the asshole.
I think she kind of is the asshole.
I think she is the asshole.
She's being the asshole to herself.
Yes. She's not respecting herself. And in any relationship, whether it's a friendship, whether it's sexual partner or your partner or even a work colleague, there needs to be personal respect.
And respect.
Personal respect.
Can you imagine being a
personal
priest?
Boundaries.
Being a priest and these people come in and they're like, we have a problem with our marriage because
My husband fucked my mom.
And you have to sit there as a priest and be like, well, like pray on it, bros. And what do you
Give me 10 Hail Marys.
I have zero idea what a priest does except for the show Father Ted.
Give me 10 Hail Marys and a crisp high five.
Oh, because I got to be Catholic, right?
Must be.
Sanctity of marriage.
The sanctity of marriage. Yeah. But what do you guys think? Is she the asshole? Are we in the wrong?
Drop a comment.
Drop those
and we'll
comments.
address it.
Always drop those comments.
Smash that like button. Smash
Punch
that
it.
share button.
Punch it as hard as you
Smash
can.
it like
Smash
it's your
it.
mom riding your husband's dick. Beep, 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 beep.
I'm gonna let you have a weird one that you. So I haven't read the story she picked out, and she hasn't read the stories that I picked out. She's tried to read them.
Stories.
She does. She's tried to read them to me, and I told her to shut
I'm in
up.
the trash can of the internet. That is where I live.
I find good stories. She finds the weirdest ones. So we're going to move on to our next story, which is
Video's about to take a nosedive.
I glanced at the screen and I need to prepare myself. So that is for you.
Cheers.
All right. So before we start this next story, we just had to run outside because it's recycling day and the boxes were all over the place because of the wind.
So we look like assholes.
So we look like total assholes just out there running around like chickens with their heads cut off, picking up these boxes. And then shortly after, the guys pulled up. Casper's sitting here watching out the window as the garbage men are picking up the garbage. And across the street at my neighbor's house, there was a rat that just ran across the yard. A massive rat. So, yeah, for anybody thinking...
we live in, don't move here.
For anybody thinking of moving to Canada, don't do it.
We have rats.
We have rats.
Not in
Better than the States, though. They got
They're
roaches.
around. Oh, yeah, we have no roaches. Just rats.
Sorry if any of our new fans are American or anything. Nothing against you guys.
Sorry if you're Canadian, too.
We're also sorry if you're Canadian. We really apologize if you're Canadian. We know it's disastrous times right now. We thank you for sticking with us.
That's why you need us.
That's why you need us. You need the comedy to get us through these dark times. Because right now, it is dark times for Canada. Without further ado, boo. Next story.
Okay.
This one's fucked. So everybody knows it's...
Nosedive.
Yeah.
Am I the asshole if I divorce my husband for not wiping his butt?
You are not the asshole.
I feel like already she's not the asshole.
I feel like he's the asshole. Why don't you wipe your butt?
Yep, this is pretty much the title. My husband recently started saying that he is not going to wipe his butt anymore after using the restroom. He got it into his head that alpha males do not wipe. Therefore, he is no longer doing it.
Alpha males.
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. If you say that you watch alpha male videos...
And you're not joking.
And for not comedic relief either. Because I watch them because they're freaking funny.
Yeah.
Like, alpha males, you guys are hilarious. Keep it up, please. Keep it
If you're an alpha male, jump in the contents and tell us, is this a thing?
You just say fucking contents.
I said comments.
You said contents.
Jump in the contents. And is this a thing? Oh, I'm putting a call out to the
we really need to know.
Please,
alpha males, do you guys wipe your asses? And why not if you don't? That's gross. Anyways.
He has been, for the past 2 days, walking around everywhere we go, telling guys, alphas don't wipe. He is very serious about not wiping. And he is not listening to reasoning. I don't know what to do. And I fear that this might be the start of the end of our marriage. How do I
No,
convince
that's
him to
the
wipe?
end of your marriage. You
Yeah,
don't
bro, it
convince
ended.
him to wipe. You say,
I don't know how you go from wiping
wipe
to
your
not
ass,
wiping.
or we're done. Wipe your ass, or we're done.
Fellas, is it gay to wipe your ass?
Is it gay to wipe your ass? There's a lady on TikTok and stuff, and she says that. There's this whole video where she's like, if I'm out in public with your children, you need to teach them to have manners because I don't wipe my ass. And this kid literally said to me, why do you smell like poop?
Because you don't wipe your ass.
Because you don't wipe your ass. That's gross. And you can literally pull out the excuse, oh, animals don't wipe their asses. They don't have
lick
butt
their
cheeks
asses.
either. They wipe their butts on the
I
ground.
see my dog lick
They
its
lick
ass all
their booty
day
holes.
long.
Okay, are you going to remove some ribs so you can lick some booty hole? No, you will not. There's also those people that freaking drink their urine and they use their urine to like wash their vegetables
The
and
urine
everything.
crowd. They put the urine in their eyes
Like, that's
and they
so
rub it on their
gross.
skin.
That is so fucking gross.
Okay.
Do you guys not
Urine
remember
is
in the
not
history?
sterile.
Do you guys not
That's
remember
a myth.
history? History class, guys. You need to remember history class. Do you not remember freaking Paris, France, with their sewers all over the place and people were dying because of it?
Black
There's
plague,
this thing you can get called sepsis, and it's very
Alphas
fucking
get
dangerous.
black plague
Alphas are black
from
plague.
not wiping their asses.
Listen, just wipe your ass, okay? Wipe your ass, clean your ass. Make sure you always smell nice for people. Even if you don't think that you smell bad, make sure you smell good.
I feel like a big part of this too is the fact that he's telling people about it.
And don't recommend to people that they don't wipe their ass. Like, this is a whole dynamic we go through for potty
Is
training.
Andrew Tate saying this? Is he telling people this?
Probably.
Because I don't listen, so I don't know.
We don't listen to anybody. We don't even listen to each other.
No.
But no, seriously, wipe your ass. Don't tell people to be unhygienic. Like, we have hygiene products for a reason. So what if they cause cancer? Live with it. Listen, I got the whole right there. Fuck cancer.
Alphas don't wipe.
Alphas don't wipe. It's like that video you sent me the other day of the guy who was like peeing in his hand and then washing his butt with the pee.
Shout out India.
Way to go, India. You've made us really proud of you.
He was wiping though.
He was wiping
with piss.
with piss
But
in the middle of the streets with children and
okay,
adults.
and I feel like what he was doing was such an alpha move. And there you go. He was wiping. Clearly an alpha.
He was wiping. Like, he was peeing. You know. I'd show you guys, but YouTube would remove our video.
Already been removed.
TikTok would remove it. Everybody would remove it. We're probably gonna get removed anyways because we suck. We're trash.
I've said the F word a lot.
Where there's gonna be a lot of beep that you hear. So we're sorry. Not sorry. It's who we are, right? Everyone we know says we're funny. I think we're hilarious, but
if we're not,
biased.
just tell us.
You're allowed to tell us.
We'll address it, but we will continue.
We will still be who we are, but you're allowed to have your opinion.
We're like the black plague.
We are the black plague.
We're the white plague.
That's racist. Wouldn't be racist if you said we were the black plague. All right, my third and final story, guys, is it's something. It's something.
I'm excited.
But I do want to take 2 seconds to address something I have found on Reddit. And it's just a quick little story. But we do need to address it because I don't think our education system is doing enough. Why do they mine salt if oceans exist? Are they stupid? Think of how many new apartment complexes could be built we could build if we just boiled the whole ocean for salt instead. And then there's an edit. Okay, a lot of people are misinterpreting my post. I am aware sea salt exists. My question is, why mine salt at all instead of just getting all of it from the ocean? And yes, this joke is partially a joke. This post is partially a joke. I don't see how it's a joke at all. You're asking a genuine question on a Reddit group called Stupid Questions, so you know that you're being honest. Um, While I did not know the exact reasons why mining salt is necessary, it's pretty obvious that if we didn't need to mine salt, we wouldn't do so. I'm also not trying to actually say we shouldn't mine salt or replace the ocean with condos. Bitch, that is exactly what you are saying.
Yeah, how are you not saying it if you're saying it?
Hey, we don't have ocean life or anything like that. Our oceans don't sustain life or
What about
help.
the infrastructure of mining?
Can we?
Do they want all these miners to be unemployed?
Well, there's that too. Also, think about the fish and literally all of the ocean life. Like, I've thought many times, why don't we just drain the ocean so we could see what it looks like underneath? That's pretty cool. They actually have documentaries about it where they do actually drain the ocean and you get to see the ocean floor. It's actually a really cool thing. It's on Disney. Go check it out. However, I feel like this person's American. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry for saying that. I'm sorry for saying that. But
Also,
here,
like, how much salt are you, like, if you boiled a pot of ocean water, I feel like you're getting, like,
you wouldn't,
this
you'd
much
get like a
salt.
tablespoon
Yeah.
of salt. Like, it's not a lot. Like,
I don't think it's the right type of
realistically,
salt either.
it just,
It'd be
it
like
kind of is
salt
because there are people
powder.
that mine salt or sea salt. They don't mine sea salt. They do create sea salt. Like, I have sea salt
Like
out there.
crystallize it.
And the pink salt, the pink
Oh
Himalayan
yeah,
salt.
I like that shit.
But, like, if you want salt from the ocean, just do it. Just do it.
I
Just
feel
do
like
it.
if someone came up to me in real life and said this, I would just walk away from them.
I would.
Like nothing.
I feel like
I'd be like,
I feel like this is something. So we're gonna be having story times and stuff. It'll probably be on a later video, where we discuss some interesting characters we have in our life. Not really in our life, but some live around us and some, you know, like we know. So I feel like this is something that the snow cyclist would say to somebody.
yeah, yep.
We know a person who bicycles in the snow, and I mean like a couple feet of snow. It's bizarre.
With four
kids
trailing behind him.
Trailing behind him. And he's not going very fast in the snow.
He's not going very fast. And he might think that you can boil.
He probably
salt
is
out of
wondering
the
why we don't do that. So that was just a quick little story that I found that I was like flabbergasted by because that kind of mentality
Fucking shook at the
just
stupidity.
shows that the education system is just shot. Fucking shot. So this one is going to blow the socks off of some people. So if you are wearing socks, which I am not, she is. She's always wearing socks. I'm never wearing
Grinch
socks.
socks.
I'm sorry to
McDonald's.
say. I'm sorry to. Fucking yeah, McDonald's. We love the Grinch socks. Yeah. Anyways, you will never see me in socks. You might see me in shoes, but you will never see me in socks. You may always see my feet. So if there are any foot fetish people out there, if you're gonna take pictures of my feet, you gotta pay me for it. Okay? Just simple as that. So, are you guys ready to be astounded?
I'm ready.
Cousin relationships shouldn't be considered taboo. For most of human history,
I wasn't ready.
We need to give her a minute, so just take a little sip here. Little ASMR for you guys, me drinking my liquid. Also, shout out to Monster for having the best
Please
energy
sponsor
drinks
us.
ever. My husband, no freaking joke, man, drinks 10 Monsters a day. And her husband, which is my husband's boss, bought him 3 freaking Monster energy drinks today. And his caption was, "Here, slaves. Here, slave, some batteries to keep you going." Did he tell you that?
It's Homosexual Tuesday.
It is Homosexual Tuesday.
He didn't tell me that part.
About the slaves? I thought it was
No.
hilarious. Here, slave, some batteries to keep you going. Send you a screenshot of it. No, when he gets home, be like, I need to see your phone. Anyways,
I go through his phone all the time.
you need to go read the messages between him and Jay.
I am that bitch.
So, for most of human history, cousin marriage wasn't just accepted, it was preferred. And
Do they not know about the Habsburgs?
do they not know about the Habsburgs' jaw?
That guy
Like-
died. He had no fluid in his head.
Inbreeding is wrong for so many reasons. Yes, the first baby you have might be
I
genetically
was
perfect.
just gonna say it takes, I think, on average about 7 generations before inbreeding really starts.
But
to
it's
fuck
still
you
not
up.
something that you consider okay.
It's gross.
Are you having that hard of a time finding a person out in the real world? Anyways, it wasn't just accepted, it was preferred. Royal families, ? Did it.
Oh, like we should do what royal families
Right?
do.
Nobel Prize winners, ? Did it. Charles Darwin, ? Married his cousin. Why are you trying to sound smart?
Because you gotta pepper in some
Einstein, ?
intelligence around
Married his cousin.
this. Bookend this with some intelligence.
You like your fancy European history? Guess what? Half of those kings and queens were basically recycling the same 5 surnames. But now it's so-called progressive society. You date your cousin one time and suddenly you're the social pariah. Are you the social pariah? Keep your cousin's dick out of your mouth.
I feel like we have some people around town who have married their
Oh yeah, you can tell. You can tell. Make it make sense. Let's address the elephant.
Make this make sense?
Yeah, she said, quote,
Because I feel like I'm saying that
but now in our so-called progressive society, you date your cousin one time and suddenly you're a social pariah. Make it make sense. Let's address the elephant in the family reunion. And
Is the elephant a dick?
I like how she wrote this, and I'm going to do it in the voice that she wrote it in, because it's those crazy letters that you do when you're
Oh no.
the genetics. First of all, calm down, Gregor Mendel. The risk of birth defects from cousin marriages is literally only slightly higher
That's true.
than in the general population. It's around 4 to 6% compared to 3 to 4% for random couples. That's barely a difference. You know what does cause way more genetic issues? People having kids at 40 years old. And yet, where's the outrage over that? Oh my god, okay, people over 40, stop having kids, I guess. This person's pissed about it. They're pissed. It's gross. Oh, so love is love except when my soulmate happens to share some of my DNA?
I feel like the biggest issue here is when you grow up around your cousins. Because they're your cousins,
Right?
right? And you're just,
I grew up with my nephews and they were more like my brothers, and
it's same. I have some cousins I was very close. I have some objectively attractive cousins.
Yeah.
Like I'm not attracted to them, but I can see from an outside perspective that they're attractive people.
listen, I
Never
full-blown
wanted to fuck them.
dated a female cousin when I was like 13 or 11 or 12 or whatever. But my cousin, like my mom was adopted. So,
So
the cousin wasn't even really a cousin. Like, we weren't blood related. Was it a bit weird? Yeah, that's probably why we didn't last very long. However, like, if you want to date your cousin that's not actually your cousin because your parents were adopted or you were adopted, like, to me, that's not weird. I'm sorry, but it's not weird. It'd be weird if it's your sibling. Even if you're adopted, that's fucking weird. Or your parents, that's still fucking weird.
Ooh.
But, like, do you know what I mean? It's when you actually share DNA that makes it weird. That makes it super weird, guys. Super weird. Anyways,
Judging you.
and if two consenting adults want to build a life together, why does it bother you? If we're going to be supporting all relationships, let's be consistent. But it's illegal in some places. So is marijuana. Dancing and owning a goldfish in some parts of the world doesn't mean those bans make
invasive
sense.
species. Though.
Goldfish are invasive species.
They can do such damage to the ecosystem.
And if you release them out, you're screwing things. You're gonna screw things.
The issue with this is like, if everyone is like, okay, I guess you can marry your cousin now, then like down the line, like your cousins upon cousins upon cousins.
It's gonna open a door that's going to completely screw things up genetically again. Who the fucker? Oh. Sorry, my neighbor was walking down the street with this weird little dog, and it caught my attention. I've got autism. I get squirrel moments. My window's right here. I can see out it. But yeah, like, you have to understand that, no, maybe your first cousin is going to be a big deal. Like, that. But then, what if you guys have kids, and those kids, which are already cousins,
and they're like double cousins, doubling up.
What if they wanted to sleep with each other? You were trying to normalize cousin sex, when if you and your cousin had a baby, those siblings would still be cousins.
Yeah, they'd be second cousin brothers.
So, but then you're going to allow the cousin thing, so you're going to allow your sibling cousins to... No, it's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels.
I feel like this falls under the category of let's just not. Let's just not.
Don't. You want to have sexual fantasies about your cousin, bro?
Yeah,
go for it.
You.
That's on you. But don't try to bring the rest of the world in on your sick fucking fantasies, and don't try to normalize it, because it's not normal. I'm sorry, but it's not normal. Like,
it's not good.
It's not okay.
It's not good.
Anyways, so is marijuana. Dancing and owning a goldfish in some parts of the world doesn't mean that those bans make sense. They do make sense. Half of the U.S. allows cousin marriage. Because that's the states. We've already talked about Americans, okay? We don't need to touch on that subject again. Meanwhile, in some places, you can marry your step-sibling and no one bats an eye. Who would want to marry their step-sibling?
In Canada, you can marry your biological aunt, uncle, niece, or nephew legally.
That is disgusting.
It is. I don't know why we have that law.
Because Canadians are fucked.
Yeah, we are. We smoke too much weed.
We like to fuck family.
Yeah.
We don't. We don't. That was
not
just...
all Canadians are like that.
Trudeau.
I don't know why that's legal, though.
If our prime minister, our current prime minister, ever sees this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I love you. I don't. I'm sorry.
I'm not apologizing to the
I'm not editing that out either. That's staying there.
Stay.
I hope he hears it. He probably goes viral tomorrow. It's only done in weird cultures. I hate to break it to you, but your ancestors did it a lot. If anything, not marrying your cousin is a recent experiment.
Can we not just do better in 2025?
It is 2025. Can we please?
Like, let's change. Let's do better. Like, it's stupid to be like, oh, we did it in the past, though. Like, yeah, we did a lot of things in the past. and then we learned and got better.
Can we
Do
just
better.
take 2 seconds to talk about like everything that's happened in history? Right? If we want history to repeat itself, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to have to happen.
Yeah, you learn and then you don't repeat.
There's a reason why history is history. If you take a poop, right, and you reach into the toilet, scoop up that poop, would you shove that poop back up into your butt?
Because that shit is history.
Because it's history, man. Flush it. Gone. That is our history. We don't repeat history.
Learn about it and do better.
Our polar bears right now have no ice. Okay, we need to do better. This is what you're complaining about? This? That we can't fuck our cousins? We have species dying out.
It's weird too, because
we have homeless people. Unhoused.
Part of she sounds to be North American, and I do believe you can fuck your cousin in North America.
She's not North American.
So I don't even know what she's complaining about. She does say because like auntie's mad or something.
If it was good enough for royalty, good enough for scientists, and good enough for most of the human history, why is it suddenly bad now? If 2 consenting adults fall in love and aren't hurting anyone, why should you care? You know you can love somebody without fucking them, right? Anyways, that was just a quick little note. Society just randomly decides that it was decided that it was taboo. And I, for one, think it's time we undo the damage.
I feel like she's trying to convince herself.
I think she is.
She knows it's wrong. She goes on and on and on and on and on. Bro, just fuck your cousin and don't tell anyone about it.
Here's where it gets really...
Move to a different state where no one knows y'all are cousins.
You guys just move to a deserted island. Enjoy.
Yeah, cousin fucker island.
Then you guys, the island of the cousin fuckers.
And I'll never go there.
And we will never go there. That is my unpopular opinion. Damn straight it's unpopular. Discuss. And if your first reaction was, ew, instead of logical argument, which ours wasn't. I mean, kind of. But at the same time. Congrats. You've been brainwashed by big society.
Big society?
And that is how it ends, my dude.
Big society has brainwashed me into not wanting to fuck my cousin.
We are brainwashed. It's Trump. Trump is brainwashing us to not want to fuck our cousins.
My cousins are American.
Mine are not. But according to Ancestry, I have a lot of cousins. So
I have a lot of cousins.
I may be fucking my cousin right now and not even know it.
Okay. Side question. If you found out your husband was your cousin, would that change anything?
Depends on... I don't know. He's pretty fucking hot, though. I don't know.
I'm saying no. If I found out my husband was my cousin tomorrow, I'd be like, let's just not tell anyone.
We already got kids together.
Yeah.
That's what's wrong with her. We figured out what's wrong with Muffin, everybody.
It takes 7 generations. Am I this bitch now?
Oh, fuck. You know, my favorite thing about myself is the fact that every time I laugh in a different laugh. It's never a consistent laugh. I
have many laughs.
I do too. I like the comments because...
Are they like, go fuck yourself, cousin fucker? Get off the internet, you sick bitch.
One person was like, I'm here too early. Feels like I saw someone swinging a bat into a hornet's nest and waiting for the hornets to come out.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, but if you're going to post this, I'd also make a burner account.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if it is rage bait, what your reason is, but that's, like, that's gross.
I think it's gross.
That's gross. That'd be like...
I'm judging this.
And I feel like we're going to be discussing this very soon because she has a really, really fucked up story for the last one. I saved it for last because it's...
I don't know what story it is. I mean, I picked it out. But
She sent me so many. She sent me so many. So many. I didn't read any of them. That is disgusting. Why did you send me that? If eating a tablespoon of diarrhea can cure your chronic mental illness completely and life is meaningful again and you can easily afford a home in full, no mortgage, would you eat it?
A spoonful?
You sent that to me!
Okay.
You sent it to me! What do you mean? It's just what... This was in our messages.
I did send that. I remember sending.
She sent me this, but we have a question for you guys, okay? Would it be cooler to Healy into the room before sex or to Healy out of the room after sex?
I'm saying out of the room.
If you've made it this far in our video, you've reached this question, we really value your opinion. Put it down in the comments. We would love to know. And our favorite comments will be posted in tomorrow's video somewheres. If you post soon. So get on it. Better be our favorite. Alright, so I'm going to let you read this one because it's your last one. It's not necessarily a whole thing, but it's a discussion. For the very last bit of this video, we will be discussing this post. So we would like to hear your opinions. And we may or may not say our opinions, but
I'm going to say my opinion.
I'm going to say my opinion. We always say our opinions. You should see us sitting waiting for the kids after school.
Judgment.
Gonna let you have that. Yeah, now you remember.
Okay. This is a really serious question, guys. If you had to choose between engaging in bestiality,
gun to your head,
or necrophilia
gun to your head,
to save your family, which one would you choose? And this is an easy answer for me.
Is it?
Necrophilia.
Same.
I'm not even that put off by it.
Same.
So I feel like we've revealed some things.
We just kind of gave you guys like a huge chunk of weird information about us. So I guess do with it what you want.
Judge us.
You can make memes of us going necrophilia. You know.
Yeah, that's not a hard question for me.
It honestly isn't, because I couldn't, even though it is a dead body, I couldn't imagine sleeping with an animal.
My favorite romantic movie is Necromaniac 2.
What would you guys do? We're very interested in knowing. Would you rather perform bestiality?
I feel like bestiality is right up there with like rape and child abuse. I really don't hold with bestiality at all. I don't care if it seems like your dog likes to fuck. The dog cannot consent.
There is no consent.
A dead body can't consent, but there's no consciousness to consent or not.
Inside of it. We have this theory about when you die. It might be a little disrespectful. We might talk about it later on, but essentially your soul kind of enters your body when you're being born and it leaves when you die. So when you're in the womb, you're literally just a flesh sack. And when you die, you're literally just a flesh sack, because your consciousness is now being moved on to greater things. Oh my God, I just thought of something. We're going to have some crazy Christians up in here and religious people.
Bro, I love crazy Christians.
We love crazy Christians.
And by love them, I mean love to argue with them.
We do. We could burst your whole...
Because I have been a Satanist since 1996.
1996.
Yeah. I was in grade 6. Now you know how old I am.
No, we're not supposed to tell them how old we are. I'm younger, by the way.
She's like, I don't want to be that old.
When she was in grade 6, I was only like 3 years old. So, I was born in 94.
I would have been 11 in grade 6, right? 11 or 12?
I don't know, man. Do you guys know?
Math is not my strong point. I'm better at judging people.
Alrighty.
I would rather be disrespectful than harm an animal.
Right?
Yeah.
I would rather just get it over with. You know, it could be fun.
Yeah, I'm not hating this.
It's not hating the idea.
No.
It could be a possibility. But if you had to do it, you guys, if you had a gun to your head and your whole family was there, and you and your whole family were going to die, but if you could do one to get out of it and save your family, what would you do?
Jeopardy music.
I could add that in place of, like, you know. Anyways, that is it for this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow, do
Smash
all
that
of
like
that.
button. Show your friends. I'm not embarrassed.
We're not embarrassed. We're not. Like, you can't embarrass us. We would love you guys to try.
I feel like we've already embarrassed ourselves.
We have embarrassed
This is the
ourselves.
last one.
But we're being real with you guys. We're showing ourselves. That's all we can do
Thanks
as
for watching.
content creators. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you follow and everything else. You can find our videos on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook. Just look for The Mothmans. You guys will be our mini moths, and we will be your conductors. All right, mini moths, that's it for us. Make sure you always go towards the light.